Good morning, Cougars. This is Mr. Martinez with the morning announcements. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning.
Jake's our school historian. He'll be joining us every Monday. And of course, every day, Monday through Friday, we're joined by our student body president. Good morning, Joya.
Morning, Mr. Martinez.
All right, you ready to lead us in the flag salute?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Take it away, Joya.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Joya. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to everybody. Today is Monday, October 5th. This is actually, guys, the last day for the next couple of weeks where we're going to have some really high temperatures. High of 97 in Studio City today, but starting tomorrow, that temperature is going to start to drop a few degrees every day, and it should be lovely for the next couple of weeks for sure. One thing that wasn't lovely was the Laker game last night. Either of you watched the Laker game?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think, Jake?
I mean, it was close, but yeah.
Miami earned it. They played harder than we did last night.
Yeah.
So we are, the series now is 2-1. Game 4 is tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. Hopefully our Lakers can get back on track and get a victory. We do have the Dodgers in their first game versus San Diego. The Padres tomorrow also, game 1. So lots of interesting things happening in the world of sports. Now, something that's interesting that's happening in the world of Carpenter is that every Monday, our school historian, Jake, is going to be coming on and joining us to do a brand new segment. Jake, do you want to describe what your segment's going to be like every week? What do you plan on doing?
Sure. So I'm gonna basically talk about something that happened like that week in this week in history.
Okay, so and this is the week of October 5th through 12th. And so I know that you've got something planned. Let me get what you sent me, Jake. I'll put it up on the screen now. All right, talk to us about this week in history.
This week on October 9th, 1888, for the first time since it was built in 1848, the public was admitted to the Washington Monument.
Wow. So it was built in
And then I also have a picture here.
You also have a picture? Do you have it on your side?
It's on the right side of it.
Oh, yeah, that right here. Here we go. So here's that picture of the Washington Monument. Have either of you ever been to the Washington Monument in D.C.?
No.
I have not.
Okay, well, one day you both will. Do either of you know who the Washington Monument was built for?
Yeah, I do. It was built for George Washington.
That's right, our first president in his honor. And it's pretty tall. Joy, have any idea how tall that monument is?
The monument is 555 feet tall, and no other building in Washington is allowed to be taller than the Washington Monument. Washington, that is.
How interesting is that they want to make sure that wherever you are in the city of Washington, D.C., you can always see the Washington Monument. It is the only building that can be that tall, 555 feet. I went to D.C. once. Unfortunately, the day that I went, you could not go to the top. If you look at the top of the picture here that Jake sent, there's a couple dots up there. That's like an observation area. And there's an elevator that goes all the way up, but it was closed the day that my family and I went. Maybe when you guys go, you'll be able to go to the top. That would be pretty cool. So Jake, I love the title of your new segment, Jake's Jawesome
Week in History.
We cannot wait for you to share all those historical facts every week. Thank you so much, Jake. Hey guys, I know that we've got some submissions from the virtual comment box. Let's do some of those now. And I think you're up first, Joy.
Oh, yes. Why did the basketball player have to wear a bib?
Why did the basketball player like LeBron James have to wear a bib? Any idea, Jake?
No.
What is it?
Because he was always dribbling.
He was always dribbling. That's why he wore a bib. Who wrote that?
From an anonymous student and roommate team.
I would have put my name on that one. Bless you, Jake. I think you're up next, Jake.
Shout out. My shout out is for my friend Samantha. She is a great friend in lockdown from Charlie in Miss Reingold's
Okay.
class.
So good. Shout out to Samantha and Charlie during the pandemic, being good friends. I've got one here that says, I want to give a shout out to my teacher, Mrs. Dorian, because she has been helping me and I appreciate her. I know it's hard to teach over Zoom. She's doing a really great job. That's from Maddie in room 20. Thank you, Maddie. Shout out to Mrs. Dorian.
I'd like to give a shout out to all the wonderful people in the world that are helping us get through this. Thank you so much. Luke, room 20.
Thank you, Luke, for sharing that. That's awesome.
Who is the king of the school supplies?
Who is the king of the school supplies? Joya?
I don't know. Who is the king of the school supplies?
The rulers.
Nice. Who wrote that?
Sophia in room 2.
Awesome. Thank you, Sophia. Last one that we've got to share today is I want to give a shout out to my friends Dylan, Emmy, Clara for being good friends, even though that we're all in different classrooms. That's from Alejandra in room 43. So remember, if you want to get recognized by one of your friends, just be a good friend, treat people the way you want to be treated, and you never know, you might be being recognized on the morning announcements. We want to remind everybody also the flag art contest continues for the next week and a half. Guys, I looked at it last night. We have 29 flags have been submitted so far. So boys and girls, you have about 8 days left to submit your flags, and we want to start using those really soon. You guys ready to do the words of wisdom?
Yeah.
Right. And now for the words of wisdom. When you were a newborn baby and your parents brought you home from the hospital, did you come home to a small house or a big mansion or an apartment?
Were you born in the United States or were you born in Mexico, Vietnam, or Africa?
In Turkey, they say,
where you were born is much less important than how you live.
In other words, boys and girls, where you were born or the kind of home in which you live doesn't matter nearly as much as what kind of choices you make and the kind of person that you are. That's true for you, and that's true for your classmates.
Today, remember this. Where you were born or where you live is much less important than how you treat yourself and others.
With something to think about, this is Mr. Martinez.
And Joya.
And Jake.
Make it a great day.
Or not.
The choice is yours. Jake, you did a great job on your first day. We can't wait to see you next Monday. Joya, have a wonderful day of school. And we'll see everybody on the morning announcements tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.